Hey, lovely people out there, welcome to my YouTube channel and thanks for clicking on this video. So, in our previous video lecture, we understood a very important concept and that was about the psychiatric disorders. So, in our previous video lecture, we started with a very important psychotic disorder and that is known as schizophrenia. सो वी सॉ कि ये जो स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया होता है वहां पे इफ अ पेशेंट इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया what are all important clinical presentation that particular person will show, and we also saw the concept of positive as well as negative symptoms. In our today's video presentation, we are going to understand the basic pathophysiology behind this particular disease condition, that is our schizophrenia. And we are going to understand a very important concept, that is our typical antipsychotic agents. So let us understand what is the pathophysiology of our schizophrenia. So as you can see on your screen, here is our brain. This image is representing our brain. Now in the brain, we have different pathways. So as you can see on your screen, we are discussing about the mesolimbic pathway. Now ये जो mesolimbic pathway होता है वो कहाँ से originate होता है? So the group of neurons which are arising from the midbrain are connected to the limbic system through the dopaminergic neurons. Now यहाँ पे ये जो midbrain है, that is also known as mesencephalon. So as you can see on your screen, यहाँ पे जो आपको पर्पल कलर का दिख रहा है, that particular pathway is representing our mesolimbic pathway. So as you can see on your screen, यहाँ पे ये जो VTA है, that VTA stands for ventral tegmented area. So यहाँ से जो group of neurons होते हैं, they are getting arising and यहाँ पे it is connecting to our limbic system. And ये जो pathway होता है, it is known as mesolimbic pathway. Why? Because it is arising from the midbrain, and I told you कि midbrain को mesencephalon भी बोलते हैं. So mesencephalon से ये arise होता है and it is going to our limbic system. Hence this pathway is known as mesolimbic pathway. Now यहाँ पे जब increase in dopaminergic activity होती है, it results into the person showing with positive symptoms. So increase in the dopaminergic activity in our mesolimbic pathway leads to positive symptoms. For example, the person will hallucinate, then different delusions हो सकते हैं person को. So this was about our mesolimbic pathway. Moving on to our next important pathway, and that is known as mesocortical pathway. Now ये जो mesocortical pathway होता है, these are the group of neurons arising from the midbrain. Again, the midbrain का दूसरा नाम है mesencephalon. So midbrain going to the cortical region, or simply we can say our cortex, and this, my dear friends, form a very important pathway that is known as mesocortical pathway. So as you can see on this particular image, यहाँ पे जो ब्लू कलर से रिप्रेजेंट हो रहा है, that particular pathway is our mesocortical pathway. So whenever there is decrease in the dopaminergic activity in our mesocortical pathway, that is leading to the negative symptoms. Now important point you need to remember is कि जब भी mesolimbic pathway में dopaminergic activity जब increase हो जाएगी, that will lead to positive symptoms. And in the mesocortical pathway, whenever there is a decrease in the dopaminergic activity, this will lead to negative signs and symptoms. Now we need to understand कि ये जो dopamine है, all our neurotransmitter, they are working on some important type of receptors. Now ये जो dopamine है, ये कौन से receptor पे काम करता है? Of course, ये जो dopamine है, it is going to work on its dopaminergic receptor. Now, when we talk about the dopaminergic receptor, we have 5 important sub-categorization of our dopaminergic receptor. So ये जो dopamine है, it is mainly working on our D2 dopaminergic receptor. Now if there is a patient who is suffering from schizophrenia and उस patient को अगर हमें treat करना है, तो हम उसको treat कैसे करेंगे? The best simplest way is to block the dopaminergic activity. यानी कि हम D2 डोपामिनर्जिक रिसेप्टर ब्लॉकिंग ड्रग्स दे सकते हैं, जिसके वजह से जो D2 रिसेप्टर है वो ब्लॉक हो जाएगा एंड इन अवर डिफरेंट मीजोलिम्बिक सिस्टम जो हमने अभी पढ़ा था, वहां पे जो पॉजिटिव सिम्टम्स आ रहे थे दैट वाज मेनली बिकॉज ऑफ इंक्रीज्ड इन द लेवल ऑफ डोपामिन. सो अगर हम ये पर्टिकुलर पेशेंट को D2 रिसेप्टर ब्लॉकिंग ड्रग्स अगर देंगे, सो भले डोपामिन का लेवल अगर इंक्रीज भी हो रहा है, दैट डोपामिन इज नॉट गोइंग टू एक्ट ऑन अवर D2 डोपामिनर्जिक रिसेप्टर एंड जो पेशेंट के जो पॉजिटिव सिम्टम्स है वो प्रॉपरली ठीक हो सकते हैं. नाउ ये जो ड्रग्स होते हैं विच आर टिपिकली ब्लॉकिंग अवर डोपामिनर्जिक रिसेप्टर्स, they are known as typical antipsychotic drugs. Now let us understand the different classification of our typical antipsychotic drugs. So as you can see on your screen, we have classified our antipsychotic drugs into two important classification. The very first one is known as typical antipsychotic drugs एंड इसका जो मेन इंपॉर्टेंट मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन है दैट इज पोटेंट D2 रिसेप्टर ब्लॉकेज. द सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट कैटेगरी इज ऑफ अवर एटिपिकल एंटीसाइकोटिक एजेंट्स. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड कि टिपिकल एंटीसाइकोटिक ड्रग्स में कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट ड्रग्स आते हैं. सो अगेन वी हैव अवर टिपिकल एंटीसाइकोटिक ड्रग्स एंड इसको हम 4 फर्दर सब ग्रुप्स में कैटेगराइज करते हैं. सो द वेरी फर्स्ट ग्रुप ऑफ मेडिकेशन इज नोन एज फिनोथायाजिन ग्रुप. नाउ फिनोथायाजिन ग्रुप में वी नीड टू रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ 4 इंपॉर्टेंट ड्रग्स. वेरी फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ड्रग इज अवर क्लोरप्रोमाजिन. द सेकेंड वन इज अवर थायोरिडाजिन. देन द थर्ड वन इज ट्राइफ्लुओपेराजिन. And fourth one is flufenazine. So these are the important drugs which is coming under the group of phenothiazine. Now the second important group is of thioxanthines. Now thioxanthines mein we need to remember 2 important drugs. The very first one is known as flupenthiazole and the second one is our thiothixine. Coming to our third important class of typical antipsychotic drugs, and that is known as butyrophenones. So butyrophenones में we have 3 important drugs. सबसे जो important drug है that is our haloperidol. The second one is droperidol and the third one is penfluridol. Then we have some important miscellaneous drugs. We have 3 important drugs. The very first one is pimozide, the second one is loxapine and the third one is molincon. So these are the 4 important subcategorization of our typical antipsychotic drugs. Now you need to understand कि ये जो typical antipsychotic drugs होते हैं इसके बहुत सारे side effects होते हैं. Now if we remember the logic behind this side effect, ये साइड इफेक्ट याद रखना बहुत ही ज्यादा इजी हो जाएगा. सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द लॉजिकल वे ऑफ रिमेंबरिंग द साइड इफेक्ट ऑफ आवर टिपिकल एंटीसाइकोटिक ड्रग्स. नाउ द टिपिकल एंटीसाइकोटिक ड्रग्स it can produce a effect that is postural hypotension and ejaculatory problems. Now ये जो 2 important side effect होते हैं that is mainly because of blockage of our alpha adrenergic receptor. Now we know कि ये जो alpha adrenergic receptors होते हैं we have our blood vessels and वहाँ पे we have a very good concentration of alpha 1 adrenergic receptor. नाउ कॉमनली जब हम ये अल्फा 1 एड्रीनर्जिक रिसेप्टर को जब हम स्टिम्युलेट करते हैं, इट इज प्रोड्यूसिंग अ वेजो कंस्ट्रिक्शन इफेक्ट एंड उसके वजह से जो पेशेंट का जो ब्लड प्रेशर है वो इंक्रीज हो जाता है. नाउ अगर कोई ड्रग है which is also blocking our alpha 1 adrenergic receptor, so definitely जो सिस्टम है that is of vasoconstriction वो अभी उल्टा हो जाएगा and there will be relative vasodilatation taking place in the person's blood vessel. and जैसे ही vasodilatation होगा there will be hypotension, यानी कि जो पेशेंट का ब्लड प्रेशर है वो कम हो जाएगा. The second problem is of ejaculation. Now understand, जो मेल्स में जो इरेक्शन होता है that is a parasympathetic nervous system activity and जो ejaculation होता है that is a sympathetic nervous system activity. Now अगर हमने अल्फा एड्रीनर्जिक रिसेप्टर को ब्लॉक कर दिया है so definitely there will be a problem in the ejaculation and hence the main important side effect of blocking our alpha adrenergic receptor is the ejaculatory problems. Now अगर हमने अल्फा 2 एड्रीनर्जिक रिसेप्टर को ब्लॉक कर दिया तो क्या होगा? We know कि ये जो अल्फा 2 एड्रीनर्जिक रिसेप्टर्स होते हैं they are present presynaptically. So जब भी हम अल्फा 2 एड्रीनर्जिक रिसेप्टर को ब्लॉक करते हैं there will be more release of our norepinephrine and उसके वजह से ये जो norepinephrine है it can work on our human heart and it can stimulate our beta 1 adrenergic receptor. तो जैसे ही ये बीटा 1 एड्रीनर्जिक रिसेप्टर स्टिम्युलेट होंगे पर्सन का जो हार्ट रेट है वो इंक्रीज हो जाएगा एंड अगर पर्सन का हार्ट रेट इंक्रीज हो जाएगा so that particular effect is known as tachycardia. So tachycardia can also be the side effect of our typical antipsychotic drugs. And अगर if a person is getting aware about his or her heart rate, that particular effect is known as palpitation. So it can result in the ejaculation problem. It can lead to postural hypotension. It can lead to tachycardia as well as palpitations. So this all important side effect is because of the blockage of our alpha adrenergic receptor. Now moving on to our third important side effect, that is of forgetfulness and confusion, and we have our urinary retention as well as constipation. Now ये जो दोनों side effects होते हैं that is mainly because of blockage of muscarinic receptor. Now we know कि ये जो muscarinic receptor होते हैं they are the part of our cholinergic system. So whenever inside the person's body cholinergic system जब activate होता है it is promoting the urination as well as जो fecal matter का जो process होता है it is promoting that. So अगर हमने muscarinic receptor को अगर block कर दिया so definitely there will be urinary retention as well as fecal matter जो persons की body में जमा होना start हो जाएगा that is known as a constipation. Now why forgetfulness and confusion? So understand कि ये जो acetylcholine होता है that is very important for our memory. ये orientation के काम में आता है. So अगर कोई भी ड्रग अगर सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम में जाके अगर मस्करेनिक रिसेप्टर को ब्लॉक करती है then the common problem that the person is facing that is of the confusion and definitely वहाँ पे forgetfulness हो सकती है. So these are our two important side effects of forgetfulness and our urinary retention as well as of the constipation because of muscarinic receptor blockage. Then the fifth important side effect is ये जो drugs होते हैं they promote sedation. So the question is why they are producing sedation? They are producing sedation because they are blocking our H1 receptor. And ये जो H1 receptor होता है that is our histamine receptor. So whenever we are blocking our H1 receptor it will promote a side effect that is of sedation. So that's it for our today's video presentation. I hope यहाँ तक आपने वीडियो लेक्चर अगर देखा है So definitely आपको अच्छा लगा होगा. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Press that bell icon, like this video and share it with your friends. In our next video presentation, we are going to understand more important side effects as well as more severe side effect of our typical antipsychotic drugs. So see you in the next video lecture. Till then, see ya, bye bye, have a good day.